This is how you get sponsored in a job to come to the United States with your green card to live permanently in the United States of America. First, get a job offer, which you have. Congratulations. 2, your employer is going to file a PERM application with the U.S. Department of Labor. The PERM application is an offer of employment that has to be approved by the U.S. government before you can apply for your green card. And the reason is the U.S. government wants to make sure that you're not taking a job away from a willing American worker. It starts with placing ads in a newspaper and job postings. Your employer is going to have to request from the Labor Department the prevailing wage of similarly employed workers, so your employer can prove that they are not underpaying you as compared to what an average U.S. worker makes. And you will have to submit evidence by letter form that you have skills and experience to do this particular job. Otherwise, the Labor Department will say, go hire an American worker with no skills and experience and train them. And if your employer is able to do all of that, you would get a PERM labor certification, which is your offer of employment approved by the U.S. government. The next step is your employer would file a visa petition with the Immigration Service, where they would have to prove that they have the PERM offer of employment approved by the Labor Department, proof that they can afford to pay your salary, and again, show that you have the skills and experience to do this job. Once your visa petition is approved, you process at the U.S. Embassy for your immigrant visa. You enter the United States for purposes of working indefinitely in this position as a green card holder. And you have lawful residence for life. And if you're married, your spouse would get a green card, and your children under 21 would get green cards as well. Now, this job is for indefinite employment, but it's not forever employment. So as long as the job is working out, you can stay there forever. But if you're unhappy, your employer is unhappy with you any time in the future, they could fire you and you could move on and you still keep your green card, your spouse keeps the green card, and your children keep their green cards. Good luck.
Hey there, I heard you're looking into working in the United States. Have you considered the EB-3 unskilled worker visa?
Actually, I haven't. What exactly is that? It sounds interesting, but I'm not sure if I'd qualify since I don't have any special skills.
That's the great thing about this visa. It's designed for jobs that require less than 2 years of training or experience. You don't need specific high-level skills. The main requirements are a full-time permanent job offer from a U.S. employer and a labor certification.
Wow, that does sound promising. But what's this labor certification you mentioned? Is that something I need to get?
No, actually, your potential employer handles that part. They need to prove to the U.S. Department of Labor that there aren't qualified U.S. workers available for the position and that hiring you won't negatively impact wages or working conditions for U.S. workers. Once that's done, they file a petition for you. Then you can apply for the visa or adjust your status if you're already in the U.S.
That's really helpful information. It sounds like a great opportunity for permanent residency. I'll definitely look into this more. Thanks for explaining it to me.